Alright, it's Lilbjessup. Got Casey's car here rigged up as a recovery vehicle because we're gonna go look at something that could be a channel staple. We're talking reliability, modern, trustworthy. The problem is we gotta drive 2.5 hours. So just did an oil change on this old rig, 253,000 miles in climbing. Made it out to the mountains and it's just looks like a downpour up there. Almost there. Well, I'm in the new truck, but I can't see because of how hard it's raining. So this is what I bought. It's a 1993 F-150 XL. It is a two-wheel drive, extended cab, short bed with dual tanks. The interior is pristine. Look at this thing. It is mint in here. The plastic bed liner in there, which is a must. Got a hitch on the back. Not only is this truck a 5-speed, but it's got Ford's best motor, the old inline 6. She is solid. Previous owner threw in a new battery, and it's even currently inspected. Driver, what are you doing? Needs some small work. They did drive 150 miles here through crazy storms, but the tires, they're not dry rotting yet, but they're getting older. I think they're out of round. We need suspension, and I want to address the brake lines because I think they're original. But other than that, it's a pretty solid little truck. Going to be a daily driver. Going to replace my Ranger. And ever since selling the Flying Monkey, I needed a reliable truck. There is quite a large dent on the passenger side bed, but we should be able to pull that out. Doesn't have the modern amenities. Door buzzer stopped working. This thing died. This thing's been killing batteries now. So this is kind of weird. When the AC is off, I'm touching the battery, just doing some diagnostics to figure out why my battery died. Nothing's happening. But I thought it was the radio. When I come in here, turn the AC on. Ready? Maybe I shouldn't leave the AC on. So I pulled the F-150 into the garage. I've got some parts, shocks, oil, brake lines, and figured out what was wrong with the battery draw. So this here ignition, it just, well, it's not right. Something in here is broken. And yeah, so we got a new one of those. Old one, new one. This one is just a mess. This one is nice and solid. Perfect. Yeah, so after determining that this thing is all gummed up and hard to take apart, and I don't want to mess with this one, I'm just going to have two different keys. Door key and ignition key. It'll be okay. So now the new one is installed and it feels a whole lot better. The AC can still, so that's not good. I think the ignition switch down here is probably bad, so we'll get a new one of those. But in the meantime, I'm gonna do shocks, oil change, brakes, fluid. I'll really put some girth into it. Just keep bouncing. Junk. So I just changed the air filter, added some coolant, wash fluid, and just give it a second once over. I noticed I got a little leak right here. This little nipple. So this thing's probably got a hole in it, and that's where the coolant goes. So I need a new nipple. Well, that's one crisis avoided. I think I saw that. Next is double the gas tank, double the chemicals. Yes. Just change the oil through a fresh wicks up under here. And switch right there, down in there. This thing takes 6 quarts. Next thing I'm gonna do is change the transmission fluid, because that's how you keep these old Mazda transmissions happy. So I've had too many of these Mazda transmissions, and I know that they don't go bad until you run them out of oil. Hence, there's one over there behind that trash can. So we'll change this oil just to see where we're at. Probably low. That's a little dirty. Yeah, it's a little burnt. This is why we change stuff. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. And this here Traveler jug is the only one that fits this pump. It was originally Traveler ATF, now it's like Dexcon, Mercon, Valvoline, super mix of ATF. It's good stuff. You just pump this until it starts leaking on you. Alright, the engine and trains with the wicks should be good to go. I'm going to do the rear shocks, and got a little dent to pull out. Well, the rear brakes lines look a lot better than the front. But the shocks, well, they just falling apart in my hand. Probably original. The life of no lift, you just use your legs, pull your shocks to you. And, yep, magnum. Get another one. Yeah. Oof. Good to go. Up they go. Yay. Check out them hogs, huh? Not bad. A clean looking rig. Gonna take Casey to town and get some Mexican food. And then tomorrow I got a big old whiskey dent to pull out on this side, because, you know, this is OBS. This isn't a dent side. Here we have a dent side. Ooh. Alright, I got it in the garage now. Let's see if I can get that dent out with an old block of wood and a hammer. And just get it out pretty good. Got a little cottage cheese around that trim line right there. Had to hit that with a hammer. But it ain't bad. Yeah, you can see it better right there. There's a couple smudges that I'll wipe off. That ain't terrible. Not my best. Old cottage cheese. Now it is time to give this old girl a wash, while the other old girl sits there for sale. New girl, old girl. Woo! The wheels look hot and the AC is cold. That's what I like to see. So tomorrow I'm getting a truck inspected, and I'm back up under the wheel well. And I got new brake lines, because I figured these guys with their frayed edges and whatnot aren't going to pass inspection. Well, the bleeder screw broke off into the caliper. Yep. We're just going to order new calipers, pads, and rotors, because they're a little thin. Welcome back to what was going to be a quick, simple truck swap by video. Rotors, calipers, pads, wheel bearings. And you already saw we had new front shocks and lines. we can get them swapped out. And if you look, these brake pads actually had an uneven wear pattern. It's kind of odd. Whatever. That's one side stripped apart. Probably like 5 minutes of work. The bearings are in good shape, but every time I put in new rotors, I'm putting in new bearings. Got some new Timken bearings in here. Nice new seals. Look at all the meat on that. Versus this guy. Yes, I do enjoy keeping stock rotors. You can get them turned, but when there isn't enough meat, it's just, they're gonna warp again. Get that on there. Nice and good, nice and greased up. Fresh inner and outer bearings. New caliper, new brakes, good to go. Check out all the new parts. We are good to go. Passenger side is done, just gotta do the driver, and then we'll be ready for inspection. Yeah, that's probably gonna break. Oh, driver's side's gonna suck. I got it. Heat. Just gotta get it off the line now. Oh, it's working. Beautiful. Now this side, see, a little complicated. Had to use vice grips, but we saved it. Yeah. So I got the driver's side all back together, but when I went to bleed it, it started leaking. That is because there's a small pinhole in this right at the end of this little protective coating. So I went ahead and I made an extension and I cut it and spliced it into the other one. But right when I went to do my final flare on the steel line, my flaring tool broke, causing the piece to be stuck in here. No good. Tried to get it out, couldn't get it out. Couldn't make a new one because my flare tool broke in there. So I had to go out and get a flare tool. Went out to get a flare tool on the little scoop. No issue. Scooter does great. Love this thing. Voila. Heavy duty flaring tool kit. Double flare. Sure worked pretty good. I just got it all bled. It's good to go. The brakes work real good. Tomorrow is inspection day. We're taking the scooter in the back of the truck to drop it off. Good morning. It is inspection day. I've got the scooter in the back of the F-150. We are ready to go. We'll drop this thing off. Get her looked at. Use a little hill right there. I was able to tactical unload my bike, get the truck dropped off. It's gonna get inspected. I got to run downtown to the big city to deposit my cash, deliver some cookies. So I just did about a 200-mile loop on the scooter, and this thing rides great. Getting myself prepared for the Iron Butt Challenge. But in the meantime, we passed inspection. Let's get this old scooter loaded up and head back home. Got the mobile deployment vehicle recovered. Gotta get keys out. Her Majesty is landed. Well, the freshly inspected workhorse just made it home. We have done a lot in this video. I didn't plan to do all this, but that's how things go sometimes. I originally thought I could just buy this and drive it. But nope, we had to do a little bit of work. Put about oh, $300 to $400 into it. You'll get it where it is today. That's fine. We got this thing pretty cheap. And actually, since I did sell the F100, just sold it a couple days ago. And I sold it for more than I paid for this, so therefore I came ahead. But you will see this truck more. It's going to be a staple. It's a workhorse. Going to carry everything and get us back riding dirt bikes, the whole 9 yards. thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day.